Good morning. Welcome back to the Split Labs channel. Today is Monday, May 25th, 2026. And as always, before we dive into our MLB best bets, I have to let you guys know this video is completely powered by Split Labs because we built the exact tool that we wanted to sports bettors ourselves. We're going to walk through some public betting splits, line movement, and market signals across the MLB today together. And if you want to see what the crowd is doing, where the line is going, and what the market is hinting at, it's what we do every single day, specifically Monday through Friday, right here on the channel with you guys. Make sure that you give the video a like, subscribe if this video helps you out in any capacity. And last but not least, if you want access to everything that you're going to see on this dashboard here today, as I land my best bets, head over to the link in the description and the top pinned comment, splitlabs.net. Promo code YouTube gets you 50% off your first month. You get access to every single game, all of the leagues that are available right now, especially as we crawl into the summer months. Get access to the dashboard. It's fantastic. Anyway, let's dive into our MLB best bets today, shall we? One, have to start off with Happy Memorial Day to everybody. Two, I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. Some of you guys are probably still celebrating your weekend if it's a lengthy one for you. So I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. Any fun Memorial Day plans, put it in the comments. Love hearing about it. What's our foods of choice? Do we do the cookouts, all that other good stuff? I feel like 2026, people don't appreciate a good grill, meal anymore like we used to do. I don't know, is that just me? People don't just get the hot dogs and the burger buns and celebrate the holidays, I don't know. Is that just me? Anyways, I love that. If you guys are doing that, let me know. Anyways, guys, let's dive into the slate. We'll start off with the first one on the board. We got the Cubs, we got the Pirates. Cubs are trending completely backwards for such a good team. We've got 58% of bets, 90% of money coming in on Chicago Cubs minus 1.5. Pretty surprising, given that the Cubs are not good right now. Spread for the line movement, it's trending in favor of Chicago, which is fantastic. Opened at a plus 150 price wise, now sitting at a plus 136. Fantastic if you're a Cubs spread better. You've got a lot of faith if you're taking the Cubs to cover spread right now when they're on the losing streak that they are, and I respect you for that. Money line, we've got 59% of bets, 56% of money coming in on Chicago Cubs straight up. They opened at a pick'em at a minus 112, now sitting at a minus 124, which not the craziest movement, but how much? I think the Cubs were a minus 160 or something over the weekend. I think they were in the minus 160 range, and they're still not able to pull one out. So I'm not stressing about this minus 124. I think it's right where they should be given the state of this team right now. Total under 8. 73% of bets, 96% of money, and the total has not changed at all. The books do not care that you like the minus 8. You, your mother, and your cousin like the minus, or the under 8, sorry, and the books don't care. They don't care at all. They don't care at all. And before we even go any further, I don't think I'm in the close view. I have this habit lately of not bringing you guys in, like I was saying. Anyway, the books don't care. They are at the under 8. They don't care, and I'm going over 8 here. We don't even need to go through the rest of the board here on this matchup for me to tell you over 8. Okay? The books are not respecting the money, the bets. They don't care. And that's enough for me. Over 8 on the Cubs versus the Pirates game here. I'm not saying that the Cubs are going to win, but I always say books have a give and take. If you're going to fade the public in any capacity, the books usually don't say screw it. The public just loses entirely, right? There has to be some type of winner. The fade here, if I'm going over 8, especially if it trends in favor of the Cubs, I have the Cubs winning this one. I can't lie to you. When they can score a whole bunch of runs and act like it's a home run derby, they're on top of the world. I have a really strong lead to the Cubs here. I'm sorry. Moving down, pitchers and bullpens. We've got Ben Brown coming in with a 2.08 ERA and a 4.3 innings pitched, averaging for his starts. The bullpen to back him up is great. more than great. The Cubs are literally elite. They're in our elite tier as of late. All their best arms are available, minus Roberts, which is okay. Their worst arms are used and taxed. We are not going back to them today, which is fantastic. We don't want to. Looking on the flip side, Maldzensky, am I saying that right? 4.62 ERA, giving you about 4.9 innings pitched, with a bullpen that has not been good as of late. You had a 3.98 ERA, which puts them in our risky category. 2 of their best arms are available. That's great, but to back them up, we've got now a C arm, 2 D arms, and it's just not looking good. Not looking good. So, plays in favor of my over. We've got a really limited and really taxed bullpen. Starting pitchers, 4.62 ERA, not great. Brown does not go deep. That works in our favor though for the Cubs because we have this elite bullpen to back him up. Let's take a look at the weather really quickly. Weather at PNC Park, nothing that's like contributing to extra runs and extra carries and extra base hits. That's okay to me. That's okay because we're leaning into the fact that these bullpens look the way that they do right now. It's okay. It's okay. The last 3 matchups that they've played against each other, Cubs it's 1 and 2. They're averaging about 7.3. I'm looking at this. Okay, that like over 12.5 terrified me. I was like, how are they averaging 7.3? But got it. They had some pretty low scoring and low lines for their totals in their last few. Worth noting, Chicago spread bettors. I just going back to like the big cojones that you guys have for taking them so confidently. Again, it's only 9 o'clock in the morning, so I know this could change. They are 0-3, but I do actually have a Chicago Cubs one. Guys, look at this losing streak. When are we snapping this skid? I think it's today. I do. The Pirates are a great team to snap a skid against. Actually, let me go back down to like who we've been playing. Astros, completely beatable team. Brewers, getting swept by them, I don't believe in. White Sox, this started with the White Sox, so I get it. The White Sox are like juggernauts right now, just insane. They're just hats off. Nothing but respect there. So I get it. This isn't the toughest schedule for you to be going on a game losing streak. That's just me though. Anyways, guys, final takes here. Over 8, Chicago Cubs money line. I'm so sorry that I have to give that out to you. If you want, play that at a half unit. Given the current state of this team, that's just what I got. I don't really. I mean, if we're going over, that means we're gonna fade some pitchers, right? We're seeing some hits, we're fading some pitchers. Let's take a look at what we got. Outs recorded, earned runs. Carmen Maldzensky. I don't think I'm saying this right, guys. I just don't. Earned runs, hits allowed, strikeouts. Let's see, 4.5 K. He hasn't hit it in his last 2. Outs recorded. Teeters a bit. Like, I want to fade the Pirates because obviously I have the Cubs winning here. Earned runs, 2.5. He's been solid. First opponent. Oh, gosh. This is not the play that we can take, clearly. He's been solid. Can't do that. Can't do that. All right, we're getting somewhere. Hits allowed. 5.5 hits allowed. Over is at a plus 100. My gut tells me I'm forcing this play, though, if I do it, though. I can't lie to you. Did not hit in his last game against the Cardinals. Let's see. First opponent, he is home. It's only happened once, but it did happen. I'm not in love with it. Not in love with it. Let's take a look at strikeouts. I think I started with strikeouts and... Well, you know what? Okay, wait. I think it's really early. As I'm saying that, it's almost 10 o'clock in the morning. This works in our favor. He's never hit this over. The only thing that I don't love is that he hasn't hit it in his last two. So like the trend is he should have some like upside. I don't want to keep fading that. I'm gonna avoid that. Let's take a look at maybe some Cubs hitters. So I guess Suzuki. I like this. You're currently on like a regression path. All versus opponent, and we are away. 70% hit rate. How do I not? Look, beautiful chart for Suzuki. So give me Suzuki over 0.5 hits. It's a minus 193 right now on FanDuel. Not the greatest number. I would, if you were like looking for like, and I do not promote parlays on this channel whatsoever, but like this would be maybe like Suzuki hit plus the over. That's how I'm thinking about it. Like how it, right, this is a territory where I don't recommend taking like a straight because you're barely winning anything. But if you wanted to combine this number with an over or a Cubs money line, I would lean into Suzuki. So give me Suzuki over 0.5 hits as my player prop for this particular game here. And let's go down to some more splits. Let's take a look at the Yankees and the Royals. We got 67% of bats, 77% of money coming in on New York, minus 1.5. Full disclosure, as always, before I do a Yankees game, the Yankees are always going to have a lot of money on it. The books will get their money another way. Promise. Okay? There's nothing intimidating or scary about the fact that the Yankees always have 80% or 90% of bats. To New York team, we're solid over here. Whether they're good or bad, unless you're the Mets right now, the public's coming on. They're repping New York hard. Anyway, keeping it going. Price wise for the line movement, for the run line, it opened at a plus 110, now sitting at a plus 118. And then looking at the money line, 80% of bats, 80% of money coming in on New York straight up on the money line. A minus 138 is really cheap, especially against a team like Kansas City, I think. It did open at a minus 148, currently sitting at a minus 138. That is concerning, right? Like that's the concerning piece. The concerning piece is not the fact that all of this money is on it. The fact is what the books did with it and how they price New York. That tells you whether they're going to win or not. And then even more concerning, we're going back to the under 9 taking in 60% of bets, 95% of money, and the books are not respecting it. Again, what's going on here? Let's take a look at starting pitchers and bullpens. Yuck across the board. Yankees bullpen as of late has not been great. 3.89 ERA puts them in our risky category, although they're like the upper echelon of like the risky category for us with a 3.89 ERA. They got some limited arms here, but they do have some really good arms available for them. On the flip side, we got Waka coming in with a 2.70 ERA. He gives you length though. 6.3 innings pitched per start, which is fantastic when you got the bullpen that you do behind them. 5.33 ERA for the bullpen. What I will say is two of their best arms are limited, and then they do have their some other good players to like back them up here. So this is solid. I don't have too many concerns. I think it all completely depends on the depth that Waka is able to give Kansas City on whether this bullpen becomes a true factor or not. I think if you can give us the 6 innings, I think they can definitely make it work with like Lang and like Schreiber and things like that coming in very limited innings to, you know, pull this out and keep things going. As far as the weather, again, nothing really contributing to, you know, extra base hits or home runs, stuff like that. Like, you can see the field for yourself. It's just, yeah, wind's blowing out, fine. There's limited boost. That's all. Which is probably also why people are really leaning into that under. And then on recent form, we've got the Yankees just won their last game against the Rays. Kansas City's coming in with a 2-game win streak against the Mariners. Head to head, Yankees have not lost. They're averaging 10 runs and the over's 2-1. Yankees 3-0 against the spread. So I get it. I understand. My concern here is one, this under. The under is pretty bad. Let me see what the recent form is here. What's the recent form? Yankees, an under 7 recent form, an over 8, but like generally these are under teams. So I'm pretty surprised at the really high number here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really see a way that I can truly fade the Yankees, if I'm going to be completely honest. Let me take a quick peek at the run line on the books for the Royals really quickly. This will really tell me if I must take a Royals to upset. They're a minus 134 on FanDuel right now, guys. I can't take the Yankees. I have to do, did I do enough? No, I did a favorite for the first game. Anytime I do like back-to-back dogs or like back-to-back overs, it never works in my favor. I'm going Kansas City money line. Guys, I understand. I know. Just let's do this together and we'll get through this, okay? If I lose this bet, you guys can come back tomorrow and laugh at me and tell me it's a terrible bet. I understand. We just looked at it and we saw that the Yankees have not lost to them. I get it. If you're yelling at me through the video and you're saying I'm not doing it, I respect that decision. Truly, I do. I understand. If somebody said this to me, I too would start scrolling past. Kansas City Royals money line. I'm sorry, guys. Last game. Rockies versus Dodgers is like calling to me right now, but instead we're gonna do the Phillies versus the Padres. Those are two teams that I just enjoy watching play, and the Phillies are, ooh, guys, a stressed bullpen. You know how I feel about those. All right, we've got Philadelphia coming into San Diego. 35% of bets, 80% of money coming in on Philadelphia minus 1.5. Tell me what you know, sharp bettors. Tell me what you know. Phillies are the favorite, and you would not be able to tell like based on these numbers at all. Run line has not moved at all, which is fine. Clearly the public and the sharps are completely torn. Money line, you've got 60% of bets, 80% of money coming in on San Diego Padres plus 110. I get the Padres are the much better team. I do. Let me just keep going. Just scratch my head a little bit here. We've got 56% of bets coming in on over 7.5, 92% of money coming in on under 7.5. So the sharps are really confident in this under 7.5 right now, at least early. This could change. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. This game does not start the first pitch until 6:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I understand. But what the heck is going on? Let's keep going. You got Luzardo coming in with a 5.01 ERA. He averages about 5.6 innings pitched with a bullpen of 4.05 behind him. I get why this is terrifying. They have all of their best arms available though. That's important. Now we have Vasquez, 2.96 ERA, giving you about 5.5 innings pitched with a stressed bullpen behind him, completely stressed, 0.83 ERA, though they are completely elite. They don't really want to dip into this bullpen early. However, if they do, you have literally all of your best arms available, literally every single one. So I know that this says stressed bullpen, and typically blindly I would say, oh, well, I'm probably still going to do it. I would say I'm going to go and take Vasquez outs recorded over, because we're not trying to get into this bullpen early. They're clearly already taxed. We need him. And that's true. It is still true. However, every single good arm is available. So they're not afraid to get into this bullpen. It's more so just the length that Vasquez needs to provide to keep this bullpen intact. Looking at the weather, again, just not a great weather day for like extra base hits and home runs and all that other stuff. Weather is just not doing the weather thing on this beautiful Memorial Day. Streaks on this, not great. Look at the recent form. I mean, you guys can see that for yourself. Head to head, they have not played each other this season yet. So what are we going to do, guys? I have to take the Phillies straight up here. There's just no way around it. This is a lot of money and bets on the Padres, and the books aren't respecting it whatsoever. Again, I know it's really early, but that's going to be probably it has to be my favorite bet of the day. It's the Phillies, guys. Phillies money line straight up. I'm not even going to get greedy on run line because I'm already getting a really great price, even a better price right now. For Phillies money line straight up, I don't really have to lean into that. Because I have the Phillies money line straight up, I don't want to lean into the angle that I do where Vasquez, I take his over outs recorded, just because they have a stress bullpen, because I'm confidently backing the Phillies here, guys. So I'm gonna leave that alone. If it's a play that you would like to look at, I'll pull it up on the playbook really quickly and I'll give you guys my lean. Let's say the Phillies don't do what I'm expecting them to do, which is very on brand to them. Typically, anytime that I see a stress bullpen, the first thing that I'm gonna do, oh, and this is such a low number as well, which is just fantastic. I would lean the over 15.5 outs recorded. Normally, that's typically how I always use the stressed bullpen indicator on split labs. The only caveat to this situation, though, and why I'm not officially giving it as a play, and let this load really quickly for you guys. The reason why I'm ignoring the stress indicator on this one is because, one, their bullpen's elite, but two, literally every single good arm is available. Every single one of their best arms is ready to go and can give them the innings. I mean, Miller by himself, juggernaut. There's just no reason. I get it, but I can't lean into the angle that I typically do, which breaks my heart because it's been like free money for me, I swear. But anyways, guys, that is my last play of the day. Like I said, happy Memorial Day. I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. If you want access to everything that you saw here today on the Split Labs dashboard, head over to the link in the description and the top pinned comment, splitlabs.net. Promo code YouTube gets you 50% off your first month. Whether you are tailing or you are fading, it does not matter which one. Head over to the comments, let me know. And last but not least, I didn't call it out in our last video, but don't forget, head over to the links in the pinned comment as well. The Split Labs merch, rep the team, rep the squad. We are really excited about the merch here. So yeah, with that being said, guys, I will catch you guys on the next one. Let's have a fantastic day.